Share my everything. What's up, everybody? Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. You already know I gotta get y'all in here. I was telling y'all need to be, y'all need to have the notifications on. Click the bell. If you have not already subscribed, I need you to subscribe. Speaking of subscriptions, let me just go there because clearly under my own subscriptions, I subscribe to my own channel, right? So this is where you go to share everything, uh, but officially. Welcome to another Wednesday, y'all. Y'all know what that means. It's another episode of Raw Goodness where we talk about all things life real and uncut. We give the same damn show whether it's 2 or 200. Shout out to my brother. That's his line, but definitely feel that way amongst the crowd. When you come in, please, please, please make sure you say hello and do what I'm doing. Go ahead and hit that share button. Send this out to your peoples. Make sure that everybody has a chance to come on in the room. Come get some of this raw goodness, okay? Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and share that out. We got a little bit of music while I do that, okay? Y'all are going to drop in the chat how you feeling today. How you been? We had to cancel last week. Life be life in, and just is what it is. I wasn't home. I wasn't prepared. That's on me. Next time I will be prepared. I will have a space. And we're gonna talk about that a little bit, right? We're gonna talk. Hey, whoa! I gotta focus. Y'all got ADD because I do. Okay, so let me go ahead and focus on this. All right. Hey, you're my lady. I don't see no comments yet. Make sure y'all comment. Tell me you're in here. I do see some eyeballs, so it is some people watching, and y'all do add to our watch hours. But I want to be able to properly say hello. How you doing? What you up to? What you know good? mm. Did y'all survive the TikTok shutdown for all of 14 and a half hours? I don't even know if that's how long it is, but maybe it was 14 and a half. Who knows? So I'm gonna go ahead and send this out, y'all. One day I'll have somebody do this for me. We'll have my list, we'll have a collective list, right? And somebody will be able to send this out for me. Let me answer the question myself. How have I been? I've been. If you know what I do for work, right? I would just say I work for the federal government, and Trump is doing his big one. Okay. Am I allowed to say that? Whatever. I just said it, right? Well, he doing his big one, right? He came in like a fucking them storms and on the beach, they come out of nowhere. You be like, oh shit, where did this come from? He came in just like that. Just like that. We weren't ready. We actually got caught in one of those storms when I went to Florida last year. We was like, it's not gonna be that bad. And then baby, it was that bad. And the amount of sand that was in the car was crazy. Come join in the convo if you can. Mm-mm. Yeah, so we're actually gonna talk a little bit about it. I cannot go into details, right? About specific thoughts. I can't go into details about where I work, and what's going on there. But I can talk about my thoughts, right? I can talk about how I'm feeling behind it. Yeah, so that's where we can go. So, all right. All of that being said, we did have a guest tonight. Keep our guests in your prayers. There have been some issues in her life, and she's welcome to share later on. When she comes on, we did reschedule her for next week. So hopefully, that will work for her. If it doesn't, it is what it is. We're gonna continue to adjust and move forward. Um, so I I have a lot to think about. Okay, and this might affect our time together. I might have to go into office 5 days a week, which is fine, right? That's like at this point, it's kind of the least of my worries. Um, I'd like to shout out you if you're watching for helping me just stay calm and level headed. And of course, to my family who is going to be there for me. I have yet to talk to them, but that's where I stay when I go down there, anyways. So I just figure we're going to work it out. That's all we can do, right? Um, so that being said, um, I will be if that happens, and we don't know how soon it will happen, I will have to move my space down to Cincinnati. So I'm not leaving you guys, right? That's never been the plan. Since we started, it's never been the plan to leave y'all. I've definitely wanted to continue our relationship here, and to build upon it. Uh, this whole almost 3 years has been really uplifting for me, and I know it's been really uplifting for y'all. Just because I've received feedback, and I definitely appreciate that. And I appreciate the impact that you allow me to have in your life. So, whether we have to adjust places or we have to adjust days, times, we're gonna adjust. You guys know if I take a break, I always let you guys know. Um, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Um, Thank you for joining. Um, so okay. And if you're from TikTok, I need your TikTok name or what I call you. Okay? Let's just say that. Because y'all be popping on. There's so many different names between the different platforms. So yeah, make sure you share your TikTok name or what I call you. Okay. But yeah. Did I send this to him? I did. Okay. I think I'm just sharing it out. Whoever got it. Whoever don't. When y'all come in, y'all share it out to somebody else. That's the name of the game. Okay? Okay. To me, it ain't good enough for you. Okay, so being that I myself have to make adjustments, right? Actively going through this, I said, you know what? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Today was an entire adjustment. I didn't find out till today that she wasn't going to be on the podcast, my guest. Um, being a um being the president of my sorority. Hey Diamond, being the president of my sorority, that required a lot, and I mean a lot of adjustments. We did events, right? People wouldn't do hi baby. People wouldn't do their part. So we would have to pick up the slack somewhere else. Um, it was just so many things that could go wrong, right? So in this moment, hopefully from these things that we're going to talk about, you take what you need in this time of your life, and just remember the ultimate goal is to keep going, okay? To not give up on whatever your hopes and dreams are. So, boom, 90% of the time, shit that happens when we plan things be out of our control. Now, this does not account for poor planning. If you executed poor planning, that's on you. If you forgot to do something, that's on you. But there's other shit that happens that is completely out of our control. Outdoor event, it's a tsunami. Go figure, in Ohio, we don't have tsunamis, and here we are today with one, right? Um, the place is locked, right? Maybe you picked an event space and you had everything lined up, ready to go. It's locked. You're short 5 tables. Things like that, right? These are the things that we're talking about that are out of our hands. Okay. Um, so I have a couple tips, a couple things we're gonna do, work towards. These are in no particular order, right? Um, you're gonna take it as it comes. Um, to help combat the stress of, when this shit happens. All right. You know what? I be watching my own thing on here for them watch hours. I told y'all these watch hours are very, very important. Just to recap, 300 subscribers and 300 subscribers? Or is it 500? Damn, I forgot. I think it's 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. I think that's it. So I'll be having my own slip up over here. All right, so boom. First things first. Everything's crashing down. What do I do? Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed. This is that. We have 20,000 thoughts, right? Um, literally just this week, she was like, okay, so we're not gonna stress and we're not gonna think too far in advance type shit. So boom, we're not. We're not. That's what we're not gonna do. Um, and I try not to do that anyways. Oftentimes we think ourselves into anxiety. And that's what we're not gonna do. That's what we're gonna work on. That's something you and I are both gonna work on this year, okay? We're not gonna think ourselves into anxiety because we think issues bigger than what they actually are. Okay. So, first things first, you're going to take a pause, assess the situation, take inventory. And that is very important. That's probably one of the most important things, to see what you have and see what you need. Because if you don't know what you have and what you need, how are you going to move forward? So if you have if you have 10 tables but you needed 15 and you don't know that, well, now you don't have the basis to make your plan. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and take inventory. While you're taking that inventory, go ahead and have a conversation with yourself. It's okay, Bree. It's fine. We're going to fix it. All that matters as we push forward on the goal. Okay. Um, and sometimes we have to reframe that goal. That's number 2. So if you're writing it down, it's pause and assess the situation. Number 2 is reframe our goal. And Lexi says hello. Reframing our goal. Reframing our goal can make it look like this was the anticipated outcome the whole time, right? Um, it's those moments that we take that pause, take that inventory, look at what is to come, what could be, and then put it out there, right? And that process is not a slow process. That process in this time frame that we're talking about, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So maybe we didn't have 20 vendors like we wanted to. And I use vendors because I used to do vendor events a lot. Maybe we didn't have 20 vendors like we wanted to. Maybe we only had 15, but we came up with another idea to utilize those other 5 at another event. Boom. Goal reframed. And that does not, in that specific example, right? I just lost my words. They up here somewhere. I promise you they're here. And that specific example where you are reframing your goal. Let me switch the example. Let me use me, because what do I know best? Me. Not that I haven't done those vendor events, but this is a more at-home goal, right? Our goal when we were pretty and petty was to have events. Currently, that cannot be my goal because it's just me. It's just me working full time, working overtime, driving back and forth. It's just me doing the planning, the legwork, any social media that you see, getting people on the podcast. It's just me. An event is out of scope. Okay. Not saying that I couldn't do it, but I feel personally at this moment, I don't have the resources or time to make the event what it should be. Now, we did have an event as Pretty and Petty, and it was really good. We had a paint day, paint night, whatever you want to paint and sip. There we go. And we had a good ass time. It was really good. Um, So sometimes we have to reframe it. We wanted events, but now we can't. We changed our name. Why? Because the goal now is something different, right? The goal is to really provide y'all with tips and tricks that are raw and uncut. Really talk about life, really dig into some shit, right? Um, so yeah. So yeah. Real Talk with Razzle is a spinoff. That's another way that the goals have been reframed. Bringing in TikTok and doing episodes there. Um, hey, Dion. Bringing in TikTok and doing episodes there and, pushing those people over here. Because my TikTok following, man, y'all come through. I'm telling y'all come the fuck through. Okay. And I appreciate y'all so much. But those are just some ways that I've had to reframe when it comes to the podcast. So look at your situation, reframe. Maybe it's a financial goal. Maybe it's a material goal, your own house, your own car. Maybe you wanted to start an organization. There are different instances in which reframing your goals can help you with that stress of this isn't going how I thought it was, right? And in order to get to those goals, you have to break it down. Y'all gonna get tired of me saying the same shit, but if I'm gonna be on here, I'm gonna tell you what my heart says and what I say to myself all the time. This isn't a puzzle done, right? This isn't we just open the box and here go the puzzle. This is edge. Y'all can't even see it for real, but imagine, right? Edge, center. This piece is blue, 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 edge, edge, edge. Okay, this is a green piece. This is another green piece, blue. This oh okay, this go over here. We're gonna start a pile. I don't even know what that is, but we're gonna start a pile over here, right? And we are breaking this goal down into several different piles, several different tasks, if you will, because then what do most of us do? Okay, let me move all these pieces. I'm gonna work on this border. I'm gonna get the framework. I'm gonna put that into place now so that I kind of see where the other goals fit in, right? Or some people, and I'm not saying you have to do it like that, but some people say, okay, I know all these blue pieces go together. So let me see how I can build out this portion of my goal, right? And then move on to another section. And then I can connect these two because now they're at a place where I can see the vision coming together, right? Different ways to break down your goal. A lot of you should do this in writing, right? In writing, maybe you have to do an audio journal. Sometimes my brain cannot write. My ADD be like, pew, 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 right? So maybe you have to do an audio journal. Maybe you have to make something on Pinterest or on Canva and bullet point your goals. Something that puts it in front of you. Something where you made it plain and clear. Okay. Um, Alternative solutions. It does. Okay, so I've done. What's the biggest puzzle y'all done? Um, I did a Mickey Mouse puzzle. I think it was 1,000 pieces. I'm not really a puzzle doer. Okay, it might have been 1,500, but I did a puzzle. Let me tell you, sometimes if you drinking, you gonna do better at that puzzle or partaking in stuff. Okay, you might do a little better. You might do a little better. I ain't gonna. I like to have a little sippity sip and put them pieces together and just get in my zone. So I did. I think it was like 1,500 pieces or something. And I mean, it took me a good like 3, 4 weeks. I had to stop. I had to work back and forth from Columbus to Cincinnati, shit like that. But once I could see the vision and see and understood what I was looking at, I wasn't as overwhelmed. When you open that box, though, oh my god, sorting through 1,500 pieces is crazy. Okay, some of the pieces were in the wrong pile. Some of the pieces didn't fit. I had a corner in the edges. I take my corners out and put them by themselves. Yeah, these corners by themselves. So yeah, perfect. Um, I don't know if y'all saw. Let me pin the comment for y'all. That's what I was responding to. Sometimes you have to be open to alternative solutions. Raise your hand if sometimes you're a control freak. Yep, me. That's me. Sometimes I've gotten way better, y'all. If y'all would have met 20, 2006 me, two, 2007, 8, 9, 10 me, y'all would have been like, Brit, you gotta chill. Um, okay, so I in my presidency and in being regional director, yes, I was a control freak because I feel like people weren't doing it right. That didn't afford me the chance to help make other leaders. Because if I'm doing it, nobody else gets to learn. Same in my classroom. Not that I was trying to, well, okay, yeah. In one of my classrooms, not the first classroom I was thinking of, in one of my classrooms, because period, because list on list on list, all right? Um, but I in one of my classrooms, I had a co-teacher. She was actually an assistant, but she wanted to move up, and she she didn't do things right the first time. So I had to like utilize my patience and let her mess up. I had to let her mess up. And I had to take my time and explain it to her. Um, and she had to be open to receive that, right? In her journey to her goal of being a lead teacher, she had to be open to receive that. And I had to be open to teaching in that manner to achieve the goal of my classroom running smoothly. Eventually she got it. She got it. And when I looked up, boom, you already taking this kid, you already doing this, this is already done, so on and so forth. And here we are operating like a well-oiled machine. I had to let go. I had to let go. Okay. So sometimes you have to open your mind uh to those alternative solutions. Um, so let's recap. One is pause and assess the situation. Two is reframe our goals. Three is break it down, make it digestible. Four is be open to other ideas and alternative solutions. Sometimes that alternative solution that somebody presents, like for example, when I had scheduling conflicts, right? When I did events as my when I did events as the president on campus at OSU, sometimes being open to how the other person saw the event allowed the event to flow way better. I'm over here like, but this person out here and they were supposed to go here, and this is how I see it. Somebody just told me this week you can't control other people's responses, right? Well, you can't control the outcome of an event when things aren't happening how you quote unquote planned it, right? You have to be open to hearing from other people. And y'all, sometimes them be the best things that ever happened. Them be the best events. The flow was immaculate. But had I not been open, had I been so stringent, not only would I have pissed off the person I was working with, people, it was multiple people. I did piss them off multiple times. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, but not only would I have pissed them off, but the whole event, the whole vibe, the whole everything would have been off. Number five, learn from your mistakes. That's probably the biggest thing ever, right? Damn, I made a mistake this time. What can I do to avoid that next time? That's it. That's all. I don't even feel like I need to go into that in depth. Just be open. At the end of your goal, reassess what happened, how you can do it better next time, and things of that nature. That's it. That's all. Number six, stay positive and flexible. That goes back to being open to alternative solutions and other ideas. Again, I don't think we need to dive fully into that, but make sure you stay positive. I am notorious for saying things like, well, maybe. And then I go into some sort of positive spin about the event. I literally just said today, maybe and this is my optimism speaking, this is my optimistic brain. Maybe it just looks like trash right now, but maybe in the end, his plan go pan out for us, right? And I'm talking that about, yeah, yeah. I don't want to say his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about him because we don't understand what the hell he's doing right now. But my positive brain, my optimistic mind says, I don't. I understand the goal when it comes to my employer. I understand the goal. I actually agree with the goal. I do not agree with the tactics. And so maybe this is just a moment. And maybe this moment will be over within a week or two. And maybe this moment will be over in a month, right? Um, and so I have to continue to keep that mindset. That really helps me keep the stress down. Keep people around you who keep that mindset. Because if you have people around you who are constantly feeding into the negativity and constantly feeding you the negative storylines, then you're gonna listen to that the most. That's what's gonna be forefront in your mind. Number 7. Reevaluate the timeline. Goals aren't hard set in place unless like it's for an event, for an example, unless it's maybe for purchasing a property or something of that nature. So then sometimes they'll be hard set, right? But most goals are not hard set. My goal of 300, I gotta figure out. We're gonna say 300 for now. My goal of 300 subscribers, that might not be reached within the time frame that I have in my mind. But you know what we do? We keep pushing on. I don't know why people be so stuck still. Still people be stuck on the damn um New Year's resolution shit. No, that's not it. Within 365 days, I want to reach X amount of subscribers. If I have 250 left, guess what the goal is still? I want to reach X amount of subscribers. So you just keep pushing on. Maybe you thought something was going to happen faster than what it did. Maybe you maybe it happened maybe it did happen faster and now you have to see what's next. Reevaluate the timeline. Be open, be flexible, have a visual timeline so you can see where you're going. Ask for help. Another hard thing for me to do, ask for help. I feel like though in this journey of podcasting, I've been pretty transparent with what I need. I need a social media manager. I need someone who's gonna do the social media part because that's not my strong suit. I get on here and talk to y'all all day. Oop, I need somebody who's gonna schedule my guests. I get on here and talk to them all day. Talk to them, talk to you. We conversing. We good. My weak points are my weak points, and that just is what it is. But until then, I need to go ahead and do what I can and, maybe make a daily goal of what I'm going to do for my podcast and stick to it. Maintain consistency. This is number 9. We got 2 more after this. Maintain consistency. If I have to take a break to readjust, guaranteed I've already put in my head and put in the plan that you guys will still have content. Okay? You guys will still have something to come here and watch, come here and share. All right. If you do not maintain some sort of consistency, it's almost a guarantee. Hey Nini, it's almost a guarantee that you are going to fall by the wayside, and so is your goal. If you don't maintain consistency in something like this, I might lose my audience. And my audience you guys have been great. You guys have built up crazy faster here than on Facebook. In all honesty, and the numbers are more consistent over here. So yeah, I'm appreciative and I'm very thankful for y'all. So guaranteed if I do have to make that adjustment, there will still be content. Um I actually am gonna start recording content next week just in case. Um or this weekend. One of the two. I am dog sitting an elephant this weekend. She's big as hell. Y'all call my dog big, not in comparison to Bella. Most of y'all will see Bella this weekend. Um, Bella is definitely bigger than my dog. Number 10, be real with your audience. You don't have to sugarcoat shit. The biggest successes I have been real with the people I've been talking to. My kids, my podcast audience, um, family, friends, every definitely elephant and forest. Okay, not too much in these comments. But but yeah, like I don't I find that people respect and relate to you more when you're honest. Now, be honest within reason. Not everybody needs to know your business, right? Not everybody needs to know what you went through while you're going through. Okay. Maybe this is a tell it later story. Use wisdom. Also, drink your water so you taste like it. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Last but not least, definitely not least, stay committed. Stay committed. This is where your why comes in. If you don't have a strong why, you're not going to be committed to your goal through this process, through the ups and downs, through the oh my god, through the failed plans, through the failures, right? You're not going to be committed. What's your why? Why do you do this? Who are you helping? Where did this come from, right? I like to assess all of that when I'm talking about my why. Where did this come from? Was it always here? How does it help me? How does it help my audience? And I keep using the word audience, but just think about the people you serve. Think about the people you will serve. Think about the impact you'll have. Gotta stay focused. Y'all ready for 1 through 11 again? 1 through 11. Number 1, pause. Assess the situation. Number 2, reframe your goals. Number 3, break it down. We need bite-sized pieces, y'all. This part of the puzzle, this part of the puzzle, then this part of the puzzle, then look whole puzzle, right? Number 4, alternative solutions. Be open to other ideas. Um, Number 5, learn from your mistakes. Number 6, stay positive and flexible. 7 is reevaluate the timeline, your goal timeline. Absolutely right. That's it. That's it. And number 8, ask for help. Number 9, maintain consistency. Number 10 is be real with your audience. And number 11 is stay committed. Again, it's been almost 3 years. Y'all will be 3 years old in April. And we've been through a lot of changes from pretty and petty to raw goodness, from four co-hosts to me. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of things on the back end that you don't see. But I'm committed. I'm committed to y'all. I'm committed to me. I'm committed to pushing forward. Sometimes there is a break. Sometimes there are changes. These things I can't help. This whole big old change in my life is completely out of my hands. But what do? One day at a time, one step at a time. Surround myself with positivity in my own mind first, and then in my life with the people that I choose to be around me and the people that pour into me. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to y'all for rocking with me. I want to say thank you to y'all for being here tonight. I want to say thank y'all for the comments. Thank y'all for the check-ins, the watch hours, the subscriptions, for sharing on your page, for just being here for me. I appreciate it. You don't go unseen. You are definitely important. You're an important part of this journey. Even the people who have come and gone have been vital parts of this journey. And I'm very, very appreciative. When I'm by myself, which might happen more often, our podcast episodes will be about 30 minutes, right? I'm not gonna sit here and talk your heads off unless we get into it, okay? But here we are on a Wednesday, ready now, hopefully, to combat anything that stands in our way. You got this. I got this. We're gonna reach these goals together, okay? We're gonna reach these goals together. Let's have at it. Have a fantastic week. The next time you come here, you better bring a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's like church, right? But like my brother always says, 2 or 200, we're going to give the same damn show. We're not going to slack, okay? Because it's quality. Quality over quantity. And with that, have a good night, y'all.